It is back to the classroom today for thousands of New York City public school students. This new school year brings new safety measures, an influx of migrant students, and the looming bus strike, and a whole lot more.
Joining us this morning to talk about all of this is Michael Mulgrew, president of the United Federation of Teachers. How are we doing, Mr. Mulgrew?
I'm doing okay, and how are you guys doing?
We're doing okay. We're just wondering how you're going to handle an influx of migrants. I mean, do you know what schools they're coming to? Have you gotten any kind of guidance from the city?
We at this moment, this is constantly in flux.
So what does that mean? You've got no guidance.
We know where certain schools are being hit. But at the same time, there's going to be constant changes and I'm sorry, we're having a problem with the audio. I got major feedback.
Okay, you know what? They're going to try to fix it as we speak. Is this any better?
Okay.
Okay, good. So the
Yeah,
challenges. Okay. Let's talk about.
Rosanna, here's the issue. So we have close to over 21,000 total from last year and over this summer. So now we have to move forward with, we know where some of them will be. We do not have enough bilingual teachers. And it really comes down to last year you saw our schools step up. Our teachers and schools are phenomenal. They do, as far as they're concerned, a child comes to their door, they're going to take care of them. But this is not going to be a perfect situation. But we're going to make sure we're monitoring our schools and getting them what they need as quickly as possible. Crisis intervention counselors is a major piece with this population, but you're going to continue to see that, you know, as these children come to New York City, we as a school system in a city believe that we will take care of them. It's a political crisis, as you know, but for teachers and school staff, they see a child, they're going to take care of the child. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a big challenge, but our teachers are up for the task.
But how do you assimilate those kids in the classroom? The governor's saying, basically, it's not just bilingual. You're not dealing with Spanish-speaking students. No. You're speaking with a whole variety of languages out there.
Yep. So we're over 200 languages here in New York City now, and that number has grown as this asylum crisis has grown with us. So it's not just that, it's how do we make connections with these children? How do we make sure that we're checking out what formal education they have ever received? This is what the teachers are facing. So this is not easy. I'm not telling you this is easy, but again, you have teachers here, we're blessed in New York City, that they get frustrated and just like anyone else would, but they're not going to leave. They're going to continue to do what they can to help that child and help that child try to at least get stabilized. And that's why this need for, you know, this mental health crisis amongst this population is very high. So we need clinicians, and this is something we're constantly telling the city. We need clinicians who can get to these schools because this is a crisis intervention that first has to happen for this for mental health services.
So I got to ask you, how does that affect the other kids in the class who are up to speed and ready to learn?
And this is why our teachers and our school staffs are so great. What they figure out quickly is who do they have to move into a certain place where they have to get them different types of services. And then what you do is you find out children who can communicate with each other, and you teach children how to help each other and help them assimilate. Because education is not just about the subject area, it's also about developing the child as an individual human being. And that's why our teachers are so great. They know how to do this.
Mr. Mulgrew, it sounds like they have a very big task at hand. You guys have been pushing for smaller class size for a very long time. The governor signed that into law last year, limiting the class size up to third grade to 20 students. Are you going to see maybe possibly breaking that new legislation as you're going to have to expand class sizes?
No, it's not. There's the term breaking legislation. You mean breaking the law, because that's a law. So no, and this is one of the things for today is we will see 20% of the students of New York City today will be the first beneficiaries of the smaller class size law. And for the issue where we started with the asylum seekers, it's much easier to deal with that crisis if those children are in smaller classes. So that's why it was so important that this law was passed. And no, we're not going to allow the city to break the law.
Speaking about having to deal with those migrants, especially in the classroom size, are you looking at any teacher shortages? I know that the mayor was begging for ESL teachers to come and join in and help the city with this, but where are we at with ESL teachers?
Yeah. We have a shortage of bilingual ESL teachers. We have a shortage of special education teachers. We have a shortage of math and science teachers. There's a nationwide teacher shortage that New York City for years wasn't part of, but we are clearly now part of it. And that has to go also with working conditions, with support that teachers receive. And this New York State is going to need 180,000 teachers in the next 7 to 10 years. So we have been working. Our state commissioner is phenomenal, Betty Rosa. She realizes the crisis we're facing. She is removing some bureaucratic red tape, so people who have say common branch license or English license, if they had a bilingual certificate, she will now allow them to switch certificates. And that's what I mean by her stepping up and saying, we don't need this. This is a time of crisis. Let's remove this. These are good tenured teachers, and we need to be able to move them to where we need them right now. And that's one of the things that we're starting today.
Let's talk a little bit about the COVID protocols. As we know, it's on the rise. Thank goodness nobody is in dire shape. But we've been told that the migrants have different procedures to get into school. They have, what, a 30-day grace period to get all their immunizations? And how do we know that's really happening? Are your teachers concerned?
Well, the concern is that every child who enters into our schools is immunized properly. They have 30 days. The Department of Health of New York City is the one who is responsible for monitoring that, and we will be working with them to make sure that is happening.
So your teachers want to make sure that everybody is immunized, just like the kids who were born here? Yeah. Okay.
You know, that's not new, Rosanna. You and I had to deal with that in school when we were growing up in school. So,
I know, but it seems like
we have those procedures.
Exactly, but it seems like there's different protocols for the asylum seekers.
The 30-day grace period is the only difference at this moment.
And busing, are we okay? Are you thinking like everything's going to work out okay? Because that could add a little challenge.
I'm hoping. Look, they're not. The buses are running today, and I know the union, the city, and the bus owners have been negotiating throughout this week. We're keeping our fingers crossed. There's a contingency plan in place, but let's be honest. If there's a bus strike, it's a mess. The schools will figure out other ways to get children to and from school. They'll arrange carpools in places. They'll do other things that that the city, the DOE hasn't planned for. But let's just be honest. If we have a school bus strike, we have a mess on our hands.
At least we know the students are
safe. Keeping our fingers crossed. We're here to help.
All right, Michael Mulgrew, President.
And we got to make sure our students are safe.
The safety measures in place.
Right, new safety measures for this school year. Michael Mulgrew, always good to talk to you. Good luck with the new school year.
Thanks, and good luck, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you. All right, so we got through that little technical problem with the... Anyway, you heard it here.
He is positive as you want to be. It sounds like it's a dire situation for kids going to the school year. It's a lot of issues for New York City kids.
Tina Savasio coming up in sports.